Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the beef. One in the all on the same. End of the month, flow joke, kill more, work up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back there. All in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl, been up about a girl 6. Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid. She ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a sneaker bag. Talking about she don't come with no bag. It's all in her bag. I probably should. I'm really just running for money. Love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. And Carl Lewis really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up for money. And Carl Lewis really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Thicker the pie, thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Me and my buying, at least in the beamer. I'm buying them kind of driving it fast. They were just eating cause they in the way and the way I've been made it. The mad, letting them back as I'm all in my bag. Boy, I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin. Now the cutie, I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the road bar couch in my bag. Bags in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for a doubt, she don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane, asked for a burger, watch in the front seat, that a proud out day. We living so wild like night. She was on the key. We gon' roll like tires. What we gon' that? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. Love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. And Carl Lewis really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feel
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing for bases close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Gun. They'll look to throw. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Green 39! Green 39!
On play action, they'll throw. And this one caught by Cameron Brady. 23 yards on the play.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
12 more yards there and another first down. Keep on the ground with Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll set up to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here in this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Alex Okafor. Able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Look at that shit. That's crazy.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 319. 319.
They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Prescott from the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Prescott now on second down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face a third down.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct? I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A second down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. A give. This is Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other
Man,
backs.
come on, fullback. Damn, bro.
Back at the 45-yard
Shit,
line.
man.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a
Get tired of seeing these DBs bouncing off these linemen blocks, bro.
On a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
He finds an opening past the 40. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And all the way up to the 46. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And that's caught at the 25. Give him 30
Man,
yards
come on, bro.
That's a read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a
Hey,
single
come
So
on,
you
man.
throw the ball to the outside part of the field. Help is going to be a little bit late.
I guess so,
there,
bro.
And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Man, they pulled a break on that, man.
There on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays. But
a big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They go play action here on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However,
man, come on. No, it's not. This guy need to stop it, bro. That's not pass interference.
Timing is everything, isn't it?
Man, damn. All they fucking bailouts.
They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And that is incomplete.
Damn, all they fucking bailouts, bro.
Is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball.
Marcus Lattimore can't catch, man.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit. Loosen them up. Have them back on their heels.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement.
Man, they keep changing my kick and punt returner, bro.
And it's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
What the hell is... Why is the game controlling my player anyway? This shit dumb, bro. And why they keep changing my kick and punt returner, bro?
set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Under.
2nd down, Prescott. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Good.
First down, Prescott. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down.
Damn, Dad.
Couldn't connect. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there.
He jumped and made the ball go behind him, man.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Letting one go deep for the end. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example.
Oh, man, they need to make it to where you can square these receivers up, bro.
Look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyler Davison coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On second down, Kamara.
Kamara, you're doing too much, boy. Man.
7 seconds left in the first half.
Guy ain't slick be controlling my players for a little bit, man.
The Saints on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So it's halftime here in New Orleans, where the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive.
I hate that real player motion shit, because I be wanting to bounce that bitch, and I can't, because he has to plant that leg. Damn.
They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To the air again, Prescott. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Detroit!
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. And his pass incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Set! 3-19!
They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. In for the score. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
26.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Toss play, Kamara. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Looking to throw. Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point forthcoming. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 3-19.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They run it again with Kamara. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
We go 47. 26. 26.
Now Kamara. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Good.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted.
Man, stop hitting the fucking ground.
And he is all the way up past the 25.
Yeah, they gave my pass interference there.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game.
That was a bullshit pass interference they called on me too.
Finally, they feel they got a call.
They'll come out in the pistol.
47.
Prescott from the gun. Forced out to his left. Powers through. Nowhere to go here. He lost the
I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. Damn, this triangle will run across my face wide open. Man, it take them so long to break a tackle, man. That's me.
Gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
All right, here we go.
Oh, fuck. What's that?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown.
Oh, they be switching.
Around the 11-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. It's caught. Jones. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the
That's me.
35-yard
I
line.
hesitated. That's on me.
32-yard play on third.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got it.
What?
And he will have
Oh my lord, this game be fucking me, man.
They get 6 yards going for it on fourth, and now it's first and goal.
Oh, wait, man.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Oh, what should have been interception? Don't never be, man.
Don't need to use no gun.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will get him one closer.
Oh, swamp, man. Hey, this shit go on, man.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turn.
Why when I throw a deep lob, my receiver don't go for the ball, man? Fuck it. I'm just going to stop doing it. They don't never go for the ball.
It kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
Damn, man.
About their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some time.
I am not, man. I just tried to catch dude off guard with something, man.
Ended up costing them.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
All I do is try to catch dude off guard with something. My receiver don't never, when I throw a deep lob, when I drill it to them, they always go for it. When I throw a deep lob, they don't never attack the ball, man. They just let the nigga catch the ball.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The 21 yards.
I guess because this Mike Evans.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. To throw now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle to Evans. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll tussle for it, and
Oh, come on, Ken. Bro, man. You shaded to the fucking inside, bro.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing
You are shaded to the inside. You keep getting beat on the fucking inside, man. You shaded that already. I don't get it.
And allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That one was intended for John.
Damn, I don't get it.
It's 3rd and short.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it can be tipped up and picked off.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
The best offensive lines I know, they hang together and they don't really make a distinction. The right side of this offensive line, they may ask for a raise after that one because without them, that
damn, all these garbage ass yards we be giving up, man, because these niggas be shaded toward the place and still let them get there.
One final shot, they'll look to throw. And this is gonna be
look at that dumbasses, man. Dumbasses, man. Where's that safety? He pulled to match that shit, man.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but
dumbass niggas, man.
Zone for the final play.
Good game.
Other things, sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't